morning, late Zoomers and YouTubers. Hope you can see all of that. All right. Again, if you're not getting these before the workout, just gotta message me, email me, something. TrainerSteve@gmail. All right, restorative workout. That's a long list. It's a lot of work. Should feel good after a set, maybe two. Here we go. Bird Dog Plus. I'm set up this way. So bird dogs done from hands and knees, shoulders above, hips above. We're not Greco-Roman wrestling, right? We want to look like a nice little box. Hip wide, shoulder wide, boom. We're going to reach forward and back, pushing the heel into the wall, fingertips into the wall. We're going to come under the body and bring the elbow and knee together on the opposites. Back out and into the floor. So reach, tuck, reach, and back. And that makes 2. We're doing 8. Now pay attention to what's going on here. Try to keep your back as flat as possible. Imagine you have an angry cat with very sharp claws resting comfortably on your back. Or maybe the baby's sleeping on your back. Would you knock the baby over? Would the cat's claws be digging into your spine because you're rocking and rolling? So we're trying to create stability through the torso here while we do all this moving around. Oops. So reach, tuck, reach, boom, reach, tuck, reach. I think that was 8. All right, stability ball dead bug. And if you forget, everything's 8 today. 8 per side, 8 whatever. 8, 8, 8. So stability ball dead bug. Bring the ball up, straight above, legs up, straight as possible. That could be bent. I'm going to get them as straight as possible. Fingertips are holding onto the ball. Toesies are holding onto the ball. I'm not grabbing it this way. I'm just going to, here. Lower opposite leg. So left leg, right arm, all the way to the floor.
I think you have time for this.
Then back up. Switch sides and repeat. Now you got to get that straight leg all the way to the floor. You want the calf muscle, back of the thigh, or back of the lower leg, to touch the floor before your heel. So you got to pull back on those toes, really straighten your knee, and use your glutes to pull the leg down to the floor. Don't just drop it, pull it down. And if you're squeezing your thigh, pulling up on your toes, you're going to have to lower through some work. Maybe feeling this in your abs by now. I think this was 8. Could have been more. Okay, from the dead bug, we're going to go to the seated leg raise. But Steve, you said this was restorative. Well, there's something about a really hard contraction here that helps to loosen up musculature here. We've been talking about this the last couple of weeks. That contraction causes relaxation. So get the palms on the floor, glue them to the floor. Elbows are straight. You're gonna crunch your body forward as you lift your legs, keeping the palms down. 8 reps. If you get a crampy in the thigh, rub it out. Keep going. It's helpful to pull the toes back. Really lock the knees by pulling. Squeeze the thigh and pull the kneecap up into your thigh as you press down into the floor. From here we go to a straight bridge. Again, we're just trying to loosen up the hips with a little bit of work. Find that hand position that works well for you. Shins are straight back. Our shoulders are straight back and down into the floor. Lift and lower. Tap down, pelvic tilt, lift. Nice flat tummy at the top. No arch back. Squeeze through the shoulders. Part of the action is pulling your shoulders together and down towards the floor. Eight of those. Getting up on our feet now. A little more vigorous. Reverse lunge with a twist. So remember, we're going to step back, down to the knee all the way. Squeeze the glute, get a stretch here. Reach, it's my right side. Reach my right arm across the forward leg, my left. My left arm's going to come back and find my right ankle. Big stretch, up and switch. Squeeze the glute, reach through that stretch. Oh. And really reach, your squeeze that glute, push that forward, take this hand up into the sky, and I'm going to try to get around the other side of pull as you're lifting. Right? There's a big stretch in here. Oh. I was hoping I would have gotten a little crack out of my... Oh, there it is. Okay. Just wanted a few more reps. I'm feeling tight in my ribs. Today, I'm going to overhead work. Hanging Christmas lights. Yeah, me hanging Christmas lights. How the heck did that happen? Oh. All right, I think one more of these. And then we're going to do the old ab twisters for 8 per side. So you're on your back, arms out to your sides, legs are as straight as you can possibly get them. And we're just going to kind of windshield wiper down. It's not about touching the floor. Keep the legs together. Try to keep your tailbone off the floor at all times. So don't let your legs drop away from your body. Keep them pulled up. That's your abs. If you're letting them pull away, what can happen is they go this way, your back arches. And then we're twisting. And then we get hurt. Suck in that stomach. Tighten it up. And keep moving your toes towards your fingertips, the top of your head, the wall behind you, however you want to look at it. They should not be moving that way. No. Yes. I think that was 5. Nice and slow. The drill instructors used to leave us right here. Just gotta be eating there. Okay. All right, from there, we've got reverse crunch with the ball. If you've got something to hold on to, use it. Again, think about the stretch you can get in that upper back if you're holding on. And it's fine if you're not holding on. Get those arms back. Squeeze that ball with your heels into your butt and curl up. 8 reps. Oh yeah, I'm tight. Real slow reps here. Curl, 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 curl up. You're trying to get the knees up into your face. You don't want to try and lift up on your shoulders. You're just curling your body into a ball, into a ball, into a ball. Think about bringing your knees right into your face. And again, don't let the tailbone get away from you. As soon as you feel a touch, reverse. Okay. And to be 8 of those. I think from the reverse crunch, we have glute bridges. We're doing single leg. I didn't mark that correctly, but it does say 8 plus 8. So single leg. Remember, the ball doesn't move when we're doing these. Just your hips down and up. Doing 8 reps each leg. you jumped ahead and you're doing 2 leg, do 16. Okay. Switch legs, stabilize that ball, press through it. Pelvic tilt, tight belly, strong butt. This is the stuff that drives you upstairs, makes hikes a little bit easier when you're going uphill, even downhill. If you're a skier, this is going to make your life happier on the hills. All right, reverse crunch, glute bridge, back extension. So we're belly on the ball. Belly on the ball. Legs get out straight, a little wide for stability. All right, back extension. Remember, hands come behind the head. We drape ourselves over the ball, get a little bit of that stretch here, and then squeeze up. And if you find that you're coming up so high that you start rolling back, you've gone too far, you're going to hurt your back. Lock your knees. As soon as you feel like you're going backwards, you've gone too far. Up, nice straight line, maybe slightly arched back. Squeeze the elbows up. So we're working all the back of the body muscles here. Instead of, this is one of those exercises, you look at it, we're pulling this way with everything, as opposed to being here all day, crunched over whatever we're doing. Romanian twist, keep loosening up the rotational aspects of our spines, because turning is good, and if we can move well in rotation, our back will be happier. If we're stiff and locked up, we pick something up and turn with it like a handbag or a briefcase, or groceries, dog food, something heavier. That's when we start to run into problems for our spine, for our discs. Remember here, keep the hips up. Glutes are strongly engaged. Head, neck, and shoulders on the ball. And you just think about the pendulum, kind of just this nice little stretch and stretch, right? All right, stability ball crunch. So we're gonna, I'm just gonna go out of camera frame here. We want to get up on the ball, and what you can do. This is probably the easiest way to do this. Sit, walk out. As soon as you feel your hips off the ball, you're in the right position. Okay, small of my back is supported. My hips drop. I look like this. And this. Right? We're going to support the head and neck. We're going to get a strong pelvic tilt. We're going to crunch up. Stretch back. Strong pelvic tilt. Crunch up. Don't let the hips drop. This is as high as you get. If you're going up higher, that's not a good sign. That means you've let go of your pelvic tilt and your glute squeeze, which means other muscles are lifting you up. This is isolation right into the abs. Keep the glute squeeze tight. Hip flexors cannot do any of the work. It has to be all core. There's 8. Regular crunch. All right, we're on our feet for the last 2. Stay. Okay, gorilla worm. You guys remember gorilla worm, right? Get a little bit of a wider stance. I'm going to try and bend down. You should be able to get to the floor pretty easy today. At this point, if you can get under your toes and grab and do that, and pull yourself down. I'm going to adjust my knees a little bit, my feet. Okay, there's my position. I'm nice and tall, butt's almost on the ground. Push your knuckles into the floor, straighten your legs. Get them all the way up. Pull yourself back down. Now this is actually a pretty good stretch. If you've been on your feet, running stairs, and you're feeling kind of tight in the hips from standing a lot, running around, do a few of these. And you might find, especially if you've been on like a hard floor all day, getting here and just pushing those knees open helps relax the hips tremendously. Just adding in this hamstring stretch here is wonderful. Now you can go further, closer to the floor. I can get palms on the floor if you want, that's fine. But the idea is we're still pushing into the floor as we stand. Could be fingertips, could be a box. All right, inchworm walkouts. Okay, here we go. 8 of these will take a minute. So we're going to start from that toe touch, walk out. Kind of get to at least the end of our mat. Maybe a little further. And then we're going to walk back. And today we're going to call that one. Normally that would have been a half. The goal with these is you want to get at least to the push-up position plank, right? And if your legs are bent here, straighten them as soon as you can. And you want to get to this position at least. If you can go further, awesome sauce. That's your ab rollout, right? So if you haven't got an ab wheel and workout calls for ab rollouts, that's how you do it. One hand at a time. We're not making big jumps. I'm going from here to here as I walk. Small steps. And if you're one of my old school folks, you remember we used to count out. We'd go out here and then walk the feetsies up, keeping the knees locked. And feel free to try this version. If you do this, you could just do 4 total, because walk that back, walk that back, walk that back. And you bring the hands back to the feet. Right, so you could do that version. It's not any better necessarily. It will test your ankle mobility a little bit. Notice little baby steps. I'm not taking big bent-legged steps. Keeping the knees straight as much as possible. Little baby steps. And this will be the last one for me. So, if you're still feeling a little beat up, you could try another round, slow and easy. Or maybe just grab your stability ball, catch your breath first, be easier, and then get on the ball. Try to make this the center and the highest point, and feel like the gravity is pulling your hips out of their socket a little bit. Lay back, arms out to the side or behind you, and let it feel like gravity's pulling your arms from the shoulders. So when you get into this position, big belly breath, and it's going to feel like the forces are pulling towards your feet and towards your head and arms from the middle of your body here. So it's stretching all that crazy ab musculature. Now, if your back feels a little tight right now, that's okay. Squeeze your glutes maybe, see if that takes it away. Big breath, see if you can relax into it again. And if it's too much, just come out, roll forward, sit down. And then maybe, grab a twist and hold or 2 and loosen that body up for good for the day. Okay? So I got a little warm, a little bit of sweat, a little out of breath. But I did get a couple of cracks and pops, and my hips feel a bit looser. So 1 might be enough, 2 might be better. I don't know. It's up to you on your body. Get some stretches. But this is just a little gentler workout today. Happy Friday. See you Monday.